Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1985 Pennant race continues. We are now in the middle of September, and these games are getting even bigger and bigger. And we have a big one tonight. We are at Yankee Stadium. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the New York Yankees. Is this game important? Well, if you want to think that the New York Yankees are a half game back of the Blue Jays for first place in the American League East, I would say that makes this game important enough. Remember, getting the number one seed in the league means you have home field throughout the playoffs, at least all the way to the NLC into the ALCS. And with the Brewers and with Boston, Milwaukee, and Detroit right behind them, anything is possible in this division. So tonight, this game is for first place in the American League East. If the Blue Jays win, they'll get a game and a half ahead. But if the Yankees win, they take over first. So all you Yankee fans and or Yankee haters, I hope you enjoy a really good game tonight. And it should be a blast here at Yankee Stadium. The starting pitcher for the Yankees tonight is Phil Niekro. He was 16-12 with a 4.09 ERA for the Yankees that year. And of course, we just lost him only about a couple of weeks ago. So this is going to be also my tribute game for Niekro. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for a 10-second moment of silence as we remember Phil Niekro, Nuxie, Hall of Famer extraordinaire, absolutely, who passed away only about a couple of weeks ago. Phil Niekro for the Yankees. A moment of silence, please. Thank you very much. Let's play some baseball. Top of the first inning. First place on the line in the AL East. Leading off for the Blue Jays will be shortstop Tony Fernandez. And he passed away also recently as well. He batted .289 that year in 1985. So let's play some baseball. Blue Jays and the Yankees. Niekro's first pitch is a 1-2 strikeout chance. And the 5 is good. He strikes out Fernandez. Must have given him a knuckleball. Niekro had 149 strikeouts that year in 1985. Yankee Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts and adds 1 to walks. Next batter for the Blue Jays, center fielder Lloyd Moseby. Hit 18 homers that year. Niekro's pitch, 2-4. That's a strikeout chance. The 18 is high. Moseby gets to swing. 5-1, and he flies out to center. That's the second out. Next up is the third baseman, Rance Mulliniks, batted .295 that year for the Jays and had 10 home runs. Michael Peterson joins us here at Yankee Stadium. And I know, and checking by his avatar, I know for a fact Michael Peterson will be rooting for the Blue Jays in this game. 3-3 for Niekro, range play at the park. Yankee Stadium says 3-1. That's a pop out to the catcher. Now, that's Ernie Witt. It's a range play. His range is a 4. If he gets it, it's an out. But if he doesn't make it, it's going to be a foul ball. And he can't get it. It's out of his reach. And that is a foul ball. They'll redo it. Niekro will pitch. And that's a 6-3. That's a blank. Mulliniks gets to swing. 6-4. And that is a ground out to third. And the inning ends there. A 1-2-3 inning for Nuxie. And we go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Blue Jays in this game is Jim Clancy. 9 wins, 6 losses, 3.78 ERA. Fine pitcher, the Blue Jays. A bit underrated, I felt. I always felt Clancy was a good Jays pitcher. And what I think about the Mets getting rid of Steven Matz. He started out really, really hot. And then he just lost all his control. The Blue Jays can keep him. The Blue Jays historically won this game 3-2. So we'll see if the Yankees can change history. Leading off for the Yanks, Center fielder Ricky Henderson, best leadoff hitter in baseball history. Clancy's pitch, 2-6. That's an automatic out against a righty, and that's going to be a star 3 and a fly out to right. Out number 1. And the batter is left fielder Ken Griffey. Batted .274 with 10 homers that year. Remember, this is for first place in the AL East. The Yankees are 1/2 game back. Clancy with the pitch. 1-4, strikeout chance, 17 high. Griffey will swing 4-6. He flies out to left. 2 outs. And here is the first baseman, Donnie Baseball Mattingly. Batted .324, 35 bombs in 85. As Baseball Demos joins us here at Yankee Stadium. And yeah, I made a new sheet. The other one was getting kind of nasty. 4-1, and that is a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium says 5-5. That's going to be a base hit to right field, but it's a range play, a chance for Jesse Barfield to make the play. 1-4, he's got it. Nope, he can't get it. That's going to be a single. It's a possible double. Mattingly's base running rating is a 3. Barfield has a -2 arm. The only way Mattingly gets to second is on a 1. But he rolls a 2, and he'll have to stay at first. So a single for Mattingly. Donnie Baseball gets on there. And the next batter is right fielder Dave Winfield. Winfield had 26 homers in 85. How many left against each other? Not sure. Not sure. But remember, there's still plenty of games left in the season, so anything's possible. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Clancy will pitch. 4-4. Against a righty, that's a straight home run chance. Winfield against a righty is a 14. That's a 15. He just missed it. But he does get to swing. And that is a 2-5. It's a star 4, and he grounds it to short. No runs, a hit for the Yankees. And we've got no score after 1. Timeout on the field for a moment. Be right back. Sometimes you just have to wash your hands, you know. My hands felt a little icky. Let's go to the top of the second here in this big game between the Jays and the Yanks. Leading off for the Blue Jays in this here will be George Bell. He is in left field for the matchup. Phil Niekro Nuxie, may he rest in peace. He will pitch 5-3. That's a straight home run check. Bell against a righty is a 15. That's an 18. He can't get the home run. He will get the swing. 4-6, and he lines it to third. How about that? 2 big home run hitters get a straight home run chance, and they can't send it out of the park. Next batter for the Blue Jays is their designated hitter, Al Oliver. He got the call in this matchup at DH. Niekro with the pitch, 2-3, that's a blank. Oliver gets the swing, 4-5, and he flies out to center. That's the second out. And here is Willie Upshaw. He is at first base today. But then again, that was the position he only played in 85 for the Jays. Batted .275, 15 homers. Niekro, 4-1, that's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 2-1, and that is a star 2, and it's a ground out to short. And so far, Phil Niekro has pitched 1, 2, 3 inning for the second time. Off to a good start he is. Bottom of the second. Leading off for the Bombers will be their catcher, Ron Hassey. Jim Clancy will pitch to Hassey, and that's a 2-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Hassey will swing 5-6. He flies out to left for the first out. Next up is Dan Pasqua. He's the designated hitter for the Yankees. Clancy with the pitch, 3-5, range play. Pasqua will swing 2-1. That's a ball hit to right field. That is a 12, and that is going to be a possible triple to right field, but it's a range play, and that is Jesse Barfield out there. His range is a 4. He didn't make the last one. Can he make this one? Yes, he can. Barfield goes all the way into the corner of Yankee Stadium and takes a triple away from Pasqua. Fly out to right and out number 2. Great play by Barfield. Here's the third baseman, Mike Pagliarulo. Pags. He had 19 homers in 85. That's a 5-2 from Clancy. Possible error. Pagliarulo will swing 6-4. That's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Garth Orge. He has his error rating is a 0, so no error there. He will throw to first and get the out. And a nice 1-2-3 inning by Clancy. No score after 2. We go to the top of the third. Here's the catcher for the Blue Jays, Ernie Whitt. Whitt had 19 home runs. Another kind of an underrated player in the Jays. Always thought Whitt was a good catcher. Niekro's pitch, 3-3. That's a range play at the park. Yankee Stadium says 3-3. That's a fly ball to right themselves. And then right field is Dave Winfield. But he's got great range out there. His range is a 5. And he can't get it. It's over his head. Is that going to be or is it going to be a single or a double? And it's going to be a double. Ernie Whitt gets himself a double. A 1-5, a 6 is rolled, and a tough play for Winfield. And the Blue Jays get a leadoff man at second. Double for Whitt. And that brings up another good ball player in Blue Jays franchise, and that's Jesse Barfield. 289 average, 27 home runs. This Blue Jays lineup did not stink. Infield is normal, or is back, and they're going to see a 6, nothing happening on the strat. Niekro will pitch, 6-2, that's a strikeout chance, and he gets Barfield with the 8. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Niekro. I think he threw him the knuckler on that one. That brings up second baseman Garth Orge. He batted .313 that year. Infield will stay back. And that is a 2. Let's see. No hit and run with runners on second, so Niekro will pitch. And that is a 5-1 strikeout chance. The 5 is good. He got Orge. Strikeout number 3 for Niekro. Nuxie dealing some very strange-looking balls. They don't know if they're knuckler balls or they may have a little something else on them. What do you think there, Phil? Here's Tony Fernandez. 2 outs now, nothing on the roll. Niekro will go ahead and pitch. And that is a 4-1. That's at the park. Fernandez will take a Yankee Stadium says 6-6. And that is a star 6, a fly out to left. And the leadoff double does nothing for the Jays. They do get a hit, but that is all. First place is on the line here in the AL East. Bottom of the third. Here is second baseman Willie Randolph. 276 average for the Yankees that year. Clancy will pitch 6-1. Double question mark. Randolph is a righty, and a 1-19 is an automatic out. That's a 6. He got him, and that's going to be a fly out to center. So far, Clancy doing a good job as well. Next up, the shortstop, Bobby Meacham. Pretty much the weak link in this Yankee lineup, although he could come through in the clutch. Clancy, 2-2. Error on a grounder. Meacham, 4-5. That's a star 3, and it's going to be a fly out to right, and there will be no error there. 2 outs. Top of the lineup, here's Ricky. Ricky batted .314 that year, 24 home runs, scored 146 times. Ricky Henderson was just a master of disaster his career. What a player. Clancy, 2-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Henderson will swing, 6-3. That's a base hit past first. And Henderson is safe. He gets on base with a single. And it gives Griffey a chance. Infield is normal. Anything on Strat. That is a 4. Yes, Henderson's going to try to steal. 18 minus 2 is 16. Witt takes away nothing. 1-16, Henderson steals second base. He's safe. Little close, but he's safe anyway. Henderson with the stolen base to get into scoring position. We re-roll the Strat again. This time it's a 14, and there's nothing happening now. Mark Forsberg joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Blue Jays, the real American League champions in 1985. Oh, he likes the Jays. Clancy with the pitch, 2-5. Strikeout chance, 10. Got him. Griffey's a 9, but 1 from the ballpark makes it a 10. He struck him out. And that is the first strikeout for Clancy. He had 66 of them in 85, and that ends the inning. At the end of 3, we've got no score. First place on the line. Meacham got frequent travel miles to Columbus. Yeah, he kept on going back and forth. Although he did play 158 games in 156 games in 1985. So he was their main guy at short for the season, I guess, for the Yankees. Leading off for the Jays will be Mosby. Mosby is 0 for 1. And that is a 3-6. Walk plus 10. Not a problem. That will send Mosby to first on a base on balls. Mosby trots down to first. Next batter will be Mullenix. Checking a Strat, infield halfway. And that is an 18. Nothing happening. Mullenix will bat. Niekro will swing. Or actually, he'll do the other way, won't it? Niekro, 1-6. That's an error. Mullenix will swing. 2-3. That's a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Randolph. His error rating is a 4. That's a 17. There will not be an error. Do they turn 2? Pretty much probably will. Mullenix is a 3. Niekro adds 1, a 4. Halfway is 5. The shortstop, Meacham, adds 1. That's a 6. That's an automatic double play. I do not even have to roll. 2 outs. 4-6-3. Mullenix grounds out into the twin killing. Two outs now. And here is George Bell. 85 Jays, another LCS failure on the part of Hall of Famer Bobby Cox. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to argue that. Niekro's pitch, 5-2. And against a righty, it's a blank. Bell will get to swing 4-2. And that's a star 1, and he grounds it to short. And that will end the inning. So nothing across except a walk as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Next up will be Donnie Baseball. Mattingly singled his last time up. Niekro still had some stamina in 1985. He could pitch to 29 batters before tiring. Clancy can pitch to 23. So here's Donnie Baseball. Clancy, 5-2. That's a possible error. Mattingly will swing, 2-2. That's a base hit to second base, and the ball is hit to Orge. He has his error rating is a 0, so that's just going to go as a single. And Mattingly will hold it first on the base hit. Mattingly is now 2 for 2. And that will bring up Winfield. Winfield just missed a home run his last time up. Infield halfway. Strat says a 16, nothing happening. Clancy will pitch. And that is a 1-1. That's a blank. Winfield gets the swing, 4-1, and he grounds it to third. Winfield double play rating 2. -1 from Clancy is a 1. Halfway places a 2. Second base is pivot. Orge doesn't add anything. So a 1-2, they turn it. And they don't. Mattingly is thrown out at second, and Winfield gets to first. And there is one out on the fielder's choice. Next batter is Ron Hassey. The infield will stay halfway. Strat says a 9. Nothing happening there. Hassey is 0 for 1. Clancy with the pitch. 4-3. Strikeout chance. 15 is high. Hassey will swing. 5-1. Star 3. And it's a fly out to right. And there are now 2 down. The infield goes back to normal. And here is Dan Pasqua. Pasqua 0 for 1. Still checking a strat. Nothing happening. Clancy will pitch. That's a 1-4. Strikeout chance. The 4 got him swinging on that one. Struck him out. And that is strikeout number 2 for Clancy. So the Yankees get a hit, but that's all they can get. No score after 4. In a very important meeting between these two teams in the American League East. As we get further and further and deeper into the 1985 pennant race. Are you correct in reducing the base runner by first by 1 when checking for double play and infield halfway? Yes, you are. When you check, when the infield is halfway, the base runner on first's rating is reduced by 1. That is correct. It's reduced by 1. It makes it simulates kind of like being held on first. It simulates that according to Chris, although it doesn't do anything in terms of a base hit. Has nothing to do with that, and that's what he did say. I did ask that question. We go to the top of the 5th inning. And it will be Al Oliver leading off for the Jays. Good pitchers duel going on between these two. Niekro, 3-4. Hit by pitch. Too high. The 9 is too high. Oliver will swing. 6-6, and it's a base hit past short. Meacham couldn't get to that one. It will go into the outfield, and Oliver is safe at first. Another leadoff base runner on for the Jays. And here's Upshaw. Infield goes to half. Strat says a 17, nothing happening. Niekro will pitch. And that is a 5-3. That's a home run chance. Upshaw against a righty leads a 1-11. He misses it by 1. That's a 12. Upshaw can't get the home run. But he does get to swing. And that's a 4-5. And that's going to be a ground ball to short. Upshaw, double play rating 2. Niekro, 3. Halfway, 4. Second base, Randolph, +1, 5. A 1-5, they turn it. And they do. Double play, 2 outs. That is the 6-4-3 double play. 2 outs now for Ernie Witt. He's 1 for 1. He doubled his last time up. Niekro will pitch. And that's a 4-6 range play. Witt gets to swing 4-1. And against the righty, that's a double to right field. And it'll be up to, but it's a range play. Winfield's range is a 5. And he will get this one. He makes the catch and takes a double away. And the inning is over. 1 hit for the Blue Jays, but that's all they get. Lots of good defense today, so far halfway through the game. Here's Pags. He'll lead off for the Yanks. Pags is 0 for 1. Clancy, 4-3, strikeout chance, 12. He got him. He struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Clancy. Down goes Pags, and that will bring up Randolph. Jim Clancy looking on. Randolph ready. Clancy throws a 2-4. That's a blank. He's not tired. Randolph will swing 3-3, and against a right-hander, that's a ground out to short. And that's out number 2. Here's Bobby Meacham, 0 for 1. Meacham gets in the batter's box. Clancy throws 4-3. That's a strikeout chance. And the 10 got him. He struck him out. He gets him. Side retired. Strikeout number 4 for Clancy. And another 1-2-3 inning. After 5, no score. And a good pitcher's duel between these two. Who's going to break through first as we go to the top of the 6th inning? They've been missing home runs like crazy. We've had 3 possible home run checks, missed combined by 5. Missed by 5 combined. That's amazing. Here's Jesse Barfield. He'll lead off against Niekro here in the top of the 6th. Barfield struck out last time. And that's a 1-4. And against the righty, strikeout plus. No, that's a regular strikeout. Barfield is against the righty a 15, plus 1 is 16, but the 17 is too high. Barfield gets the swing. That's a 2-1, but he grounds it to third. And that is the first out. Here's Garth Orge. Fans here at Yankee Stadium waiting to see who breaks through first. Niekro, 2-3, blank. Orge, 3-4, single up the middle. That's going to wind up in center field. That's a base hit for Orge. He'll trot down to first. Hit for Orge. He will hold at first base. And a chance now for Tony Fernandez. Infield halfway. Surratt says a 17. Fernandez, let's see. Bunt? No. If it was no outs, I might have bunted. Fernandez a swing away. He bats 289, so he'll swing. Niekro will pitch. And that's a 2-5. Wild pitch. 13 is too high, though, as it's a nice play by Hassey behind the plate to stop it. That's ball 1. Niekro will pitch again. 4-4. Strikeout chance. 12 is high. Fernandez avoids it. He'll swing. 2-3, and it's a fly out to center. There are now 2 outs. The infield now goes back. And the Blue Jays are hoping maybe Lloyd Mosby can come through. Orge on first. Nothing on the strat. Niekro will go ahead and pitch. And that's a 3-4. Hit by pitch. Way too high with that 16. Mosby will swing 5-5. And he flies out to right. 1 hit for the Jays, but that's all they get. And we got a good pitchers matchup coming on as we go to the bottom of the 6th. The final score was Toronto over the Yankees, 3-2. Historically, there were a total of 17 hits in the game, and right now we only have 6. So these pitchers right now are doing better than they actually did. Jim Clancy will go ahead and pitch here the bottom of the 6th. It will be Ricky Henderson leading off. Henderson is 1 for 2. Got a base hit last time up. Clancy, 4-3, strikeout chance. Got him. Strikes out Henderson for strikeout number 5 for Clancy. Clancy doing good. And now the batter is Griffey. Clancy setting up and ready to pitch. And that's a 4-3. That's a strikeout chance, and that 3 is good. He gets Griffey on a strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for Clancy. He's dealing tonight. He's in a zone. But now here's Donnie Baseball Mattingly. He's 2 for 2 against Clancy. Clancy knows Donnie Baseball can hit the long ball. He had 35 of them in 85. Clancy with the pitch, 5-1. Range play. Mattingly swings, 6-3. And that's a ground ball to short. And the ball is hit to Fernandez. His range is a 3. And that didn't make it. Oh, range is a 3. And he can't get it. That's going to be a base hit for Mattingly. His 3rd hit of the game. Matt Clancy cannot get him out. So Mattingly is now 3 for 3. And of course, he should be in the Hall of Fame. And yet he's not, but he should be. And here is Dave Winfield. Winfield is 0 for 2, but he came very close to sending one out of here. Strange, Mattingly is only a 2 range rating. You are not the first one to mention that, and I was thinking of changing it, but I'm not going to mess with his ratings, even though maybe he's wrong, but that's what he put there, and that's what I'm going to keep. I know you are not wrong, Dave, not one bit. You are 100% right. Every single game that I've seen for 1985 has Mattingly at a high rating at range. Why he was rated as a 2, I'm not sure. But according to Chris, he said that is what he rated him at. I'm going to leave it alone. If it has to do with game mechanics or what he uses in order for to get his stats, I'm going to leave it alone. Even though you are 100% right. I guess I should roll a strat first. So 2 outs, rolling a strat, 13, nothing happening. Clancy will pitch. That's a 6-5. That's a blank. Winfield gets a chance to swing. 1-4, and he grounds it to 3rd. And the throw's going to go to 2nd to get Mattingly, and that ends the inning. 1 hit for the Yankees, and that is all. These pitchers are doing the job. Still no score after 6. Top of the 7th inning. Who's going to break through here? I have no idea. Phil Niekro is still very strong. Jim Clancy, his next batter, will tire him. The Blue Jays are going to get the bullpen up, even though we got no score in the game. Here's Rance Mullenix. He'll lead off for the Blue Jays in the top of the 7th. He's 0 for 2. Niekro, 3-4, hit by pitch, 15 is high. Mullenix swings, 3-4, star 3, and it's a fly out to center. Geez, Phil Niekro, I think, was 40-something this year or something? This was his last year, I think. All right, he's pitching like it's, this is 85. Niekro's pitching like it's the late 60s, early 70s. He's pitching like a young kid. Here's George Bell. Maybe his ghost is giving his card a little help tonight. Bell is 0 for 2. Niekro's ghost might be helping him. Pitch from Niekro, 6-4. That's a strikeout chance. The 15 is high. Bell gets the swing, 5-4. He flies out to center as well. And there are 2 outs. Rapidly moving ball game so far. I haven't had any runs scored. Here's Al Oliver. Oliver got a base hit his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Niekro, 4-2. That's a blank. Oliver swings, 6-5. That's a fly out to left and a 1-2-3 inning for Nuxie. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Already in the ball game. We have no score. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will be right back. Tribe Fan 879 joins us here at Yankee Stadium to give me some more confirmation on Niekro. Thank you very much. I'm glad to know that. Yeah, I know it was getting up there in years, but like I said, maybe his ghost is helping him out here. The Blue Jays, Clancy is a right-hander. The Yankees have left coming up, and Clancy is going to stay out there and see if they can maybe get the 7th inning as well. Because Clancy has pitched a gem just as well as Niekro has. Here's Ron Hassey. But Clancy will be tired after this batter. Clancy with the pitch, 5-4, and that's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 1-6, and that is a possible home run to the opposite field. Against a righty, Hassey is a 20, and that is gone. Yankees are on the board, a home run by Hassey. Solo shot, it finally took someone to do it, and it is Ron Hassey. Solo home run to the opposite field. As he smacked that one into left, it is gone. Yankees on the board, 1-0. You knew sooner or later someone was going to get the homer, and it turns out to be Hassey. Jim Clancy gives up the homer, and now the batter is Dan Pasqua, and now they will have to take him out because now he is tired. So Clancy will come out of the game, and the Blue Jays will go to the bullpen. And they got left, right, so I think the Blue Jays will go to a lefty. Let's see who they want, and they're going to go with, I kind of save him. I think we'll go with Jimmy Key. Jimmy Key will pitch for the Blue Jays. 14 wins, 6. No, I'm sorry, not Key. Not Key. He's only got 3 attempts. Hold on. Timeout. Let me find a better choice. Better choice. Not Key. He only had 3 at-bats, and I really don't want to bring him in for this. You know what? Let's go with... we'll go with him instead. He had 5, but I'll go. We'll go with Steve Davis. 2 wins, 1 loss, no saves. A 3.54 ERA. Steve Davis will now pitch to Dan Pasqua here in the bottom half of the 7th. Pasqua not penalized for facing lefty pitchers. Card is a cookie cutter. You're probably right. Davis will pitch to Pasqua. And let's see what we got here. Davis. And that is a 4-6. That's a walk chance. The 6 is good. Pasqua will walk to first. So it looks like the Yankees are finally opening up here in the bottom of the seventh with the home run by Hassey. Now the batter is Mike Pagliarulo. Infield halfway, guarding further. See what Strat says, a 3. Nothing happening. Davis will pitch to Pags. And that is a 2-2. Strikeout chance. 8, he got him. He strikes out Pags. So he allows the walk and then gets the strikeout. And that is out number 1. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Steve Davis will pitch to Willie Randolph. Checking on a Strat roll, and that is a 2. Nothing happening. Davis will have to pitch. And that is a 1-1. That's a walk chance. The 18 is too high. Randolph is a 16, plus 1 is a 17, but an 18 on the die doesn't get it, but Randolph gets to swing. That's a 3-6, and he pops it out to short. And that is the second out. Next batter is Bobby Meacham. Infield now goes back. Pasqua on it first. Here's the 2. Again, nothing happening on the Strat. 2 outs. Davis will pitch. And that's a 3-5. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 5-3, and that's going to be a ground out to third. The throw will go to second to get Pasqua, and the inning ends there. 1 run for the Yankees on 1 hit. A big homer by Ron Hassey. 1-0 in favor of the Bombers after 7. What have we got coming up next on Inside Pitch? Well, tomorrow morning, Game 2 of the 2020 World Series will be played as the Dodgers won the first game 3-2 over the Rays. So we'll be at Globe Life Field for the second game of the 2020 World Series. It'll be Blake Snell versus Tony Gonsolin, and I'm deciding how I want to do that game. Gonsolin was the opener. He was not a starter. He was an opener, and Dave Roberts played a bullpen game against the Rays in game number 2. I have not decided if I'm going to use Gonsolin as an opener. I may use him as a starter and just play it like a normal manager would have his starting pitcher pitch. So I have not decided. No, Dave, we're not going to do that unless he gets into trouble or major trouble. But no, we'll see. We're not going to do a Kevin Cash. So I do not know how I'm going to do Gonsolin though for the Dodgers. I was actually hoping Tony at CP Cards and Dice would join me tonight, and I can ask him how he did the game because he also did game 2. I don't know if he had Gonsolin pitch the whole most of the way or he did it at bullpen style. And tomorrow night on 1985 Pennant Race, it will be the San Diego Padres taking on the Houston Astros in a gigantic game in the National League West. I am pretty much now choosing these games on the fly here in the month of September for the Pennant Race to choose only the games I feel really make a difference. And that's one of the reasons why this game between the Blue Jays and the Yankees was chosen. So that's what we got tomorrow. And I hope you'll join us. I hope Steeler fan will be there, although I don't know if he's here. He hasn't. He hasn't shown up in my chat today. So hopefully he'll watch the game, and he knows his Astros will be on the board. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Leading off for the Blue Jays will be Willie Upshaw. Phil Niekro can pitch to 2 more batters. Hold on a minute. No, he's got 6 more batters before he gets tired. Let's see how long Niekro can go. But the Yankee bullpen is ready. Niekro's pitch. 5-1. Strikeout chance. 4. Got him. He struck out Upshaw. And that is strikeout number 4 for Niekro, out number 1. Next up is Ernie Witt. Witt is 1 for 2. He doubled in the second, and doubled in the third. So no Reds pleads on Tuesday. Remember, Phil, anytime you miss a game of mine, you can just check the replay. Niekro will pitch 4-1 at the park. Yankee Stadium says 1-4, and that is a home run possibility to center field. Witt against the righties a 20. That's gone. Ernie Witt gets a hold of one straightaway center field, and this game is tied. Stadium groans. Ugh. Ernie Witt sends a home run to straightaway center field, and he had a 20, and he is out of there. It is gone. We are tied at 1. And they finally break through Phil Niekro. We have a 1-1 tie, and the batter now is Jesse Barfield. Barfield is 0 for 2. They're going to keep Niekro out there, see if he can finish the inning, if possible. He has a couple, and of course, Barfield's a righty as well as Orge. 1 out. Niekro's pitch. 6-1, strikeout chance. 11, got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 5 for Niekro. That's 2 out. That's 2 outs. And now the Blue Jays will now go with Garth Orge. Orge singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. 2 outs. Niekro will pitch to Orge. And that is Suadice. I'll re-roll. And that is 5-2. Against a righty, it's a blank. Orge will get to swing. 5-6. Single past second base. And the Blue Jays have the go-ahead run on first. Another hit by the Jays. Orge is now 2 for 3. And that gives Toronto a chance here with Tony Fernandez. Fernandez is a switch hitter, but they're going to leave Niekro out there to pitch to him. Runner on at first. 2 outs here, top of the 8th. Tied at 1. We will go ahead and check the strat. That's a 13. Nothing happening. Niekro will pitch. And that is a 2-2 strikeout chance. 16 is high. Fernandez gets to swing. 5-5. And against a righty, that's a fly ball to right field. If it was a lefty, that would have been a double. But against a righty, it's a fly out to right. And the inning ends there. 1 run, 2 hits for the Blue Jays. Tied at 1 going into the bottom of the 8th. In a game that means first place in the American League East. Ricky Henderson will lead off for the Yankees in the bottom of the 8th. Steve Davis is going to come out. The Blue Jays are going to go to the bullpen. They got right, left coming up. So let's see what the Blue Jays want to do here. And I think they're going to go with Gary Lavelle. 5 wins, 7 losses, 8 saves, a 3.10 ERA. Lavelle will come out to pitch against Ricky Henderson. He can pitch to 4 batters before getting tired there. So let's see what he can do. Henderson is 1 for 3. Singled and stole a base. Lavelle will pitch. And that's a 1-3 strikeout plus. And that 18 got him. He struck him out. Henderson a 9, but with plus 10 makes 19. And Henderson is gone. Oh, what a great pitch by Lavelle. Struck him out. That's a big strikeout to get Henderson. Not easily struck out. Here's Griffey. Griffey is 0 for 3. He struck out twice. Lavelle with the pitch, 5-3 against the lefty walk plus. That's a 17, and that will allow Griffey to go to first on a walk. So he strikes out Henderson, but walks Griffey. Puts a runner on base. Brandon Baker joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Here's Donnie Baseball. Donnie Baseball is 3 for 3 tonight. He's got 3 singles. Infield is halfway. Checking a strat. That's a 7. Nothing happening. Lavelle will pitch to Donnie Baseball. Lavelle, 3-3. Strikeout plus. 4. Got him. Mattingly strikes out from Lavelle. Big strikeout there. That's the second strikeout for Lavelle in this inning. Mattingly goes down, and now it is up to Winfield. Winfield is 0 for 3. How do I pull for Griffey without pulling for the Yankees? Oh, yeah, that's right. I got another Yankee hater in the house. I love it. Strat roll coming into 15. Nothing happening. Gary Lavelle will pitch to Winfield. And that is a 5-6. Walk chance. 14. Yep, that's a walk. Winfield has 13 plus 1 is a 14. And Lavelle walks him. He walks Winfield. Oh, now the runners at first and second and 2 outs. A walk to Winfield. And the batter now is Ron Hassey. And that is going to be it for Lavelle. He is now tired. So now the Blue Jays will bring in a new pitcher because an S1 will score a run probably. So let's see who the Blue Jays want to bring in. And they're going to go with... You want a lefty, you don't want a righty with Ron Hassey up there with a 20 home run against righties. Actually, I will bring him in. Here's Jimmy Key, 14 wins, 6 losses, a 3.00 ERA. Key will pitch. He had three relief appearances. As far as I'm concerned, if he has relief appearances, it can be used. Jimmy Key will pitch against Ron Hassey here. We are tied at 1, bottom of the 8th inning. Infield now goes back to normal. Runners at first and second. Dan Douglas joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Runners at first and second. Strat says a 3. Nothing happening. No hit and run with 2 outs. He will pitch to Hassey. And that is a 6-4. And that again against the lefty. That's an automatic out. It's an automatic out. It's a star 3, a grounder to short, and the inning ends. No runs, no hits, 2 walks, no errors, of course. We are tied at 1 after 8 in a big matchup between the Jays and the Yanks. We go to the top of the... Will we see some 9th inning magic? Phil Niekro coming out of the game. He is done. The Yankees are going to go ahead and go to the bullpen. Left, right coming up for the Jays. They'll go with a lefty. So let's see who the Yankees want to bring in to pitch. And it is going to be... They'll go with Bob Shirley. 5 wins, 5 losses, 2 saves, a 2.64 ERA. Niekro pitched a gem, but he gets the no decision, unfortunately. So here's Bob Shirley against Mosby. Tied at 1, top of the 9th. Will we see 9th inning magic for either one of these teams? Shirley will pitch. And that's a 5-4 against the lefty. Strikeout plus got him. That 6 gets Mosby. First out right there. If the Blue Jays win, they go back to a game and a half ahead. If the Yankees win, they take over first place by a half game. Shirley will now pitch to Mullenix. Shirley's pitch, 5-4. Again, strikeout plus. Again, he struck him out. Same exact roll, and he got him there. 2 outs. Shirley doing it. 2 quick strikeouts, and now the batter is George Bell. Bell definitely capable of hitting one out. 2 outs. Shirley looking in. And here is the pitch. That's a 4-4. That's a strikeout chance. The 19 is high. Bell gets the swing, and that's a 1-2 and a ground ball to third. Throw goes to first, and the inning is over. 1-2-3. Will we see some ninth inning magic this time for the Yankees as we go to the bottom half of the ninth? Dan Pasqua leads off for the Yanks. He is 0 for 2, walked and struck out. Pasqua, Jimmy Key will continue to pitch. He is still pretty strong. He's a lefty. He'll go up against Pasqua. Can the Yankees walk it off in the ninth? Key's pitch. That's a 4-1 against the lefty. Walk plus 16. Yep, he walked him. And the winning run is on first. Pasqua will go to first base. The winning run on first, and the batter is Pags. Pasqua is an excellent range in left field. I'm reluctant to do a pinch runner for him. And believe it or not, there really isn't much on the bench. I'm going to leave Pasqua on at first. Not a stealing threat. Doesn't really matter. So we're going to go ahead and keep him in there. Pasqua will be on at first. Here's Pags. Key will pitch to him. The infield is halfway. No chance. There is a chance for pickoff, although there's no chance for hit and run or steal. And that is a 9, nothing happening. So Key will pitch to Pags. That's a 2-6. And against the lefty, strikeout plus, he got him. Key strikes out Pagliarulo. On a 14, he got him easily. Pags has struck out 3 times tonight. That's out number 1. Next batter is Willie Randolph. Randolph is 0 for 3. Rolling for pickoff because there's no steal or anything like that. Not going to happen. Infield still halfway. Key will pitch. And that is a 1-1. That is against a righty. That's a blank. Randolph gets the swing. That's a 3-5. Fly ball right field. Out number 2. The infield now goes back to normal. The batter now is Bobby Meacham. I will check the bench and see if I want to replace him. I have, and I think in this case we're going to try. So Meacham's going to come out of the game, and replacing him will be Andre Robertson, and he'll also take over at short. Robertson will take over at shortstop as well. A little worse in fielding percentage, but better range. And with a 328 average, and in the 9th inning, I can put anybody I want out there. Andre Robertson against Key. And Key is going to pitch with 2 outs. Pasqua on at first, still rolling for pickoff. And that is a 17, nothing happening. Key will now pitch to Robertson. That's a 5-4. Against the righty, it's a blank. Robertson gets the swing. 1-4. Single to right field. It's a base hit. Pasqua's base running rating is a 3. To get the third, you add 2. It's a 5. To right field, it's Barfield. He's a -2. Pasqua, a 1-3, who gets the third. 4 or 5, he holds. 6, someone's out. That is a 4. He will hold at second. He does not attempt to go. Pasqua holds at second base, and actually, I think I did the calculation wrong anyway. Base running rating is a 3, with 2 outs is a 4, and to get to single right plus 2 is a 6. And actually, I believe then you subtract -2, it's a 4. He actually does make third. My bad, I did it wrong. Pasqua does get to third base. Because his base running rating is a 3 with 2 outs is 2 outs is 4, and to get to third on a single to right is +2 is a 6, and Barfield is -2. So I'm sorry, Pasqua does make third base, but does it really matter? He probably would have scored from second, but we did catch the error and we got it right. So now with runners at first and third, the batter is Ricky Henderson. And there will be a new pitcher as Key is coming out. 2 outs, runners at the corners. New pitcher coming in for the Blue Jays. They'll bring in a right-hander, and it's going to be Dennis Lamp. 11 wins, no losses, 2 saves, 3.32 ERA. Dennis Lamp will pitch to Henderson, trying to get this game into extra innings. 2 outs, tied at 1, bottom of the 9th. Fans here at Yankee Stadium on their feet. Yankees trying to take over first place. Am I rolling a strat? The answer is yes. And that is a 3, nothing happening. Lamp getting ready to pitch. Here's the pitch from Lamp, and that is a 2-3. That's at the park. Yankee Stadium says 6-1. Fly ball to left field. And that ball is going to George Bell. He gets under it, and he makes the catch. And we've got free baseball coming up. Free baseball here. Get your free baseball. We go to the top of the 10th inning, tied at 1, Blue Jays and the Yankees. Bob Shirley is the pitcher of record, and he's still pretty strong. Al Oliver will lead off for the Jays here on the top of the 10th. We have extra inning baseball in a big game for first place in the AL East. As Brandon Baker says, bonus baseball. Shirley will pitch. And that's a 1-4 strikeout chance. The 8 is too high. Oliver gets the swing. 2-3, and he grounds it to third. And that's the first out. A chance now for Upshaw. Upshaw is 0 for 3. Shirley will pitch. And that's a 2-2. Walk chance. 13, too high. Upshaw will get the swing. 3-5. He pops out to third. Out number 2. Two men down. The batter now is Ernie Witt. Witt is 2 for 3 today, a double and a homer. He hit the tying home run for the Jays in the 8th inning. Shirley will pitch to Witt. What's the longest the game has gone? I think I had one game go very close to almost 2.5 hours. It had to be a game that I went 16 or 17 innings. I've had games that far. Shirley will pitch to Witt. 4-3, blank. He's not tired, not yet. Witt will swing, 2-1. Ground out to second base, a 1-2-3 inning for Shirley. Nothing there at all for the Yankees as we go to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied at 1. Dennis Lamp can pitch to 10 batters, and we're going to see how long he can go as the Blue Jays is one of their better relievers, so he's going to stay out there. Dennis Lamp will pitch to Ken Griffey here to start the bottom of the 10th. Another extra inning contest here on RJL 518. Pitch from Lamp. 2-1. Range play. Griffey gets the swing. 5-5. That's a ground ball to short. The ball is hit to Fernandez. His range is a 3. And he can't get it. Leadoff base hit for the Yankees. Griffey on it first, and the batter will be Don Mattingly. Winning run at first base. Donnie Baseball having a good night tonight is 3 for 4. Infield will go halfway. I am doing a strat roll, and that is a 20. Lamp has a pickoff chance. Throws to first. Can't get him. Griffey gets back. Now Lamp will now pitch to Donnie Baseball. Pitch from Lamp. 3-5. Strikeout chance. 1. Got him. He struck out Mattingly. Mattingly goes down, and that's the first out. And the batter will be Dave Winfield. Winfield missed a home run earlier in the game. He is 0 for 3. Griffey on it first. Strat roll says a 16, nothing happening. Lamp will now go pitch to Winfield. That's a 5-2, and that's an error on a grounder. Winfield swings. 3-3. That's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit. The ball's hit to Mullinix. His error rating is a 5. That's a 14. He will not make an error. Double play rating 2-0-3. Second base for Toronto is Orge. No adjustment. A 1-3. They turn the double play. Yes, they do. Third base to second base to first base. More free baseball coming up. No runs and a hit. At the end of 10, still tied at 1. And no, we're not going to do that stupid runner on second rule. So don't even mention it. I've also already decided that in my World Series game for 2020, we're not doing that rule either. So MLB can kiss my booty on that. Although I know they weren't going to use that rule for the World Series anyway, but we're not going to use it at all. Dumbest rule in baseball history. Top of the 11th inning. 1-1 tie. Jesse Barfield leads off for the Blue Jays. Bob Shirley's going to come out. I think they got right switch, and they are. So the Yankees are going to go well. They're going to change from Shirley. They'll probably bring in a right-hander. And it will be Rich Bordy. 6 wins, 8 losses, 2 saves, 3.21 ERA. Rich Bordy against Jesse Barfield to start the top of the 11th. Bordy will pitch. And that is a 5-5. That's a blank. Barfield will swing. 1-6. Pop out to third base. Out number 1. Blue Jay pitching, Yankee pitching doing a heck of a job tonight. Here's Garth Orge. Still tied at 1. Bordy with the pitch. 2-3. And against a righty, that is a walk chance. The 9 is too high. Orge gets the swing. 1-4, and he lines it to short. Out number 2. And now the batter is Tony Fernandez. 2 outs. Fernandez will go ahead and swing. Pitch from Bordy, 2-6. Strikeout chance, 13 high. Fernandez will swing, 6-5. He grounds it to short, and the throw goes to first, and that ends the inning. What a job Yankee pitching's doing tonight. We go to the bottom of the 11th, tied at 1. Leading off for the Yankees is Ron Hassey. He has a home run in this game. He's 1 for 4. Dennis Lamp coming out of the game. He is done. The Jays are going to go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Jays is going to be Stan Clark. He's a lefty. He'll pitch to Hassey. Luckily for the Jays, September call-ups are here. So here's Stan Clark. He'll go up against Hassey. Bottom of the 11th inning, tied at 1. Clark with the pitch. 1-2. Walked plus, and that is a 3, and that will walk him. Hassey walks to first, and again, the winning run is on first. Hassey trots down to first base on a base on balls. The batter now will be Dan Pasqua. And I think I may make another pitching change for the Blue Jays. And they will. Stan Clark's going to come out of the game. And they're going to go with Tom Henke. Reason why, it really doesn't matter with the home run hitters with Pasqua. So Tom Henke will come on to pitch to Pasqua, as he's actually the best pitcher the Blue Jays have got. 3 wins, 3 losses, 13 saves, 2.02 ERA. Tom Henke will come on to pitch to Pasqua. Nobody out, bottom of the 11th. Pasqua is 0 for 2, but he's walked twice. Pinch run. No, I'm not going to pinch run. For the simple reason is Hassey is still one of the better catchers they have. And I don't think I have another catcher available. Well, actually, I do. I have Weiniger. I mean, I could put Henry Cotto on it first. Although I really don't like pinch running in these games. I really don't. But in Hassey's situation, maybe that does make sense. Hassey's going to come out, and coming into pinch run will be Henry Cotto. Base run rating of a 4. So I got to replace the catcher if this goes any further. So Henry Cotto will pinch run. Pasqua is the batter. Infield is halfway. Checking the strat, and that is a 10, nothing happening. Henke will pitch, and that's a 6-2. Double question mark. Pasqua is a lefty, 1-12, automatic out, 17 too high. Pasqua will get to swing, 3-2, and he grounds it to first. Double play rating 2, 0 for Henke is 3. 0 for Henke is a 2. Halfway is a 3. Shortstop for the Blue Jays, Fernandez, is a +1 is a 4. A 1-4, they turn the double play, and they do. They get it. 3-6-3 double play. 2 outs. Pasqua grounds into the 3-6-3. And that will bring up Mike Pagliarulo. Steeler fan joins us here at Yankee Stadium. Want to let you know, Steeler fan, Padres and the Astros tomorrow night on 85 Pennant race. Don't miss it. Your Astros are on the board tomorrow night. Tom Henke will pitch to Pags. Pagliarulo will swing. There are now 2 outs. Pags is 0 for 4. He struck out 3 times. Henke with the pitch. 1-1. It's a blank. Pags gets to swing. 3-5. Ground ball to first base, and that's taken care of by Upshaw. And the inning is over. We got more free baseball. Again, the Yankees get the leadoff runner on, but they can't bring him home. We go to the top of the 12th, tied at 1. New catcher coming on for the Yankees. It'll be Butch Weiniger. He'll take over at the catcher spot. He'll bat 5th. Weiniger is a better catcher, actually. A little better ratings than Hassey, and a better arm, too. Butch Weiniger will take over at catcher as we now begin the top of the 12th inning. Who's going to break through? Who's going to get the big hit? Here's Lloyd Mosby. He'll lead off for the Blue Jays. Bordy pitches the 8 batters. He's still pretty strong, and Bordy's going to stay out there. 12th inning, tied at 1. Bordy will pitch to Mosby. And that's a 6-1. Lefty blank. Mosby will swing. 3-2. Single, pass short, base hit. The Blue Jays have the go-ahead run on first. And that's the first hit of the game for the Blue Jays since the 8th inning. Mosby on it first. And the batter now is Rance Mullenix. Infield halfway. I am still rolling Strat. Strat says a 13, nothing happening. Too bad. Mosby has a good steal attempt. Bordy will pitch to Mullenix. That's a 2-2. Error on a grounder. Mullenix swings 1-1. Fly ball to left field. No error there. That's the first out. And the next batter for the Blue Jays is George Bell. Bell knows he wants to get a good swing off of Bordy. Mosby on at first. A 2. A good chance to steal. Mosby, stolen base rating 14. Plus 2 is a 16. But Weiniger is a -1, a 1-15. You know what? Mosby's got a 75% chance. He goes. He's safe. Mosby steals second base and puts a big run in scoring position and also takes away the double play. Mosby steals second base. We'll re-roll the Strat again to see if anything happening. A 6, but this time nothing. Even though his attempt rating is 6, and he gets nothing from Bordy. To steal third, it's divided by 2, so that'd be a 3. So which would make a hit and run of 5, and that's not going to happen. So, and a 6 was rolled. So Mosby stays at second. So now Bordy will pitch to Bell. 3-1, hit by pitch. 17 is high. Bell gets the swing. 1-4, fly ball center field. That is out number 2. Mosby has a base running rating of 5. To get to third base, it needs to be a 2. The only way he's out is on a 6-6. And he does make third base. He does go there. So it was deep enough to get Mosby to third, and he will be safe there, but there are now 2 outs. And why do you still do that? A wild pitch will score him. And the batter now is Al Oliver. Bordy is going to pitch to Oliver. They're going to get the use out of Bordy. Runner on third. Infield is back. Anything on a Strat. A 2. Nothing happening. 6. In order to steal home, it is 6 divided by 5. And that would be a 1 point something. So Mosby rolled a 2, so that's not going to happen there. Bordy will pitch to Oliver, a runner on third. Can the Blue Jays come through with a big hit? Bordy will pitch. That's a 1-4 strikeout chance. 17 is too high. Bordy gets the swing. Here he goes. 4-2, star 5. It's a fly ball to center field, and the inning will end there. No runs and a hit for the Blue Jays. Stays tied at 1 after 11 and a half. Bottom of the 12th inning. Willie Randolph will bat for the Yankees. Tom Henke has 2 more batters to face before tiring. He's going to stay out there at least for those 2 if possible. Henke will pitch to Randolph. Randolph is 0 for 4. Henke's pitch, 4-2. Range play. Randolph swings, 5-5. It's a single to second. The ball is into Orge. His range is a 4. Does he make the play? Yes, he does. Orge has got it. Takes a single away. Throws to first, out number 1. Here's Andre Robertson, who took over shortstop for Bobby Meacham. Robertson will swing. Nobody out. Henke will pitch. And that's a 5-4. Strikeout chance. 9. Got him. Struck him out. That's out number 2. And now Ricky Henderson. He is 1 for 5 against Henke. Henke is now tired. And there the Blue Jays are going to see if he can get Henderson out. Henke will pitch to Henderson. 2 outs. Pitch from Henke. That's a 5-2. And that is a home run with a question mark. Henderson is a right-hander, but a 0 on the board. That's not going to happen. Henke did not, I don't believe he gave up any homers to righties, at least not in a question mark way. So no homer, but Henderson does get the swing. And that is a 3-4, and he grounds it to short, and we've got more free baseball coming up. At the end of 12, still tied at 1. You would think this was a playoff. You would think this was Game 7 of the ALCS. We go to the top of the 13th inning. Willie Upshaw leads off for the Blue Jays here in the top of the 13th. That's going to be all for Bordy. He's coming out. Yankees are going to go to the pen. And they will go with Rags. Here's Dave Righetti. 12 wins, 7 losses, 29 saves, a 2.78 ERA. Dave Righetti will pitch to Willie Upshaw. There's two lefties and a right, and that's why I'm bringing Righetti out now. Top of the 13th, tied at 1. Yankee bullpen is pretty good that year. Righetti will pitch to Upshaw. 4-2. Strikeout chance. 5. Got him. Struck him out. Strikes out Upshaw. 1 out. Next batter is Ernie Witt. Witt will bat. He's 2 for 4. A double and a homer. Righetti will pitch to Witt. And that's a 4-4. Strikeout chance, 12. Got him. He struck him out against the lefties, a 15. Struck him out there. 2 outs. And now a chance for Jesse Barfield. Remember, we still got 10-minute ticker after the game. Ricky Righetti will pitch to Barfield. And that's a 5-2 against the righty. Base hit right up the middle. Single right past Righetti. Barfield gets on base with a 2-out base knock. And that will give a chance for Garth Orge. Barfield on it first. Great speed. A double could probably score him with 2 outs. No, I am rolling a strat. Yes, I am. I'm still rolling a strat. That is a 17. Nothing happening. Righetti will pitch to Orge. Barfield on it first. Righetti's pitch. 5-6. Strikeout chance. 7. Too high for Orge. Orge will swing. And that is a 4-6. And it's a fly out to right field. Side retired. No runs and a hit for the Blue Jays. We go to the bottom of the 13th, tied at 1. Does anybody want to win this baseball game? What'd you expect for a game between two teams right now that are fighting for first place in the American League East? I wouldn't have expected any less between these two. Bottom of the 13th inning, Tom Henke is done. They will go to the bullpen. And right now, the Blue Jays just want to go with their best pitchers that they have available. And it looks like the next one is going to be Bill Caudle. 4 wins, 6 losses, 14 saves, 2.99 ERA. Caudle becomes the 8th Blue Jay pitcher to pitch. It's a good thing that we are in September call-ups. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do this. Bottom of the 13th inning, tied at 1. Ken Griffey leads off for the Yankees. Fans here at Yankee Stadium hoping for something good. Caudle will pitch, and that's a 6-1 against the lefty. Walk plus 12 is good. He'll walk Griffey, and again the Yankees get the leadoff runner on first. Griffey will walk to first as Caudle walks him on that. Against the lefty, infield will go halfway. And now a chance for Donnie Baseball. Can Donnie Baseball end this game? He is 3 for 5. 3 singles, 2 strikeouts. Strat roll says a 4. Nothing happening. I'm not going to do a hit and run with Griffey with a stolen base rating of 10. He'd probably be a dead duck at second. Although Mattingly does have good contact. Ooh, maybe a hit and run here. Griffey's a 10 plus 2 from Caudle is 12. Witt is a 0. A 60% chance for Griffey to steal if Mattingly doesn't get it. I wonder if a hit and run actually makes sense here. Mattingly doesn't strike out much. What do you think? A hit and run, guys? Or do I let Mattingly with a .324 batting average hit away? Somebody give me a hand here. What do you think? Hit and run or hit away? Someone say something to me here. I'm thinking hit and run. Just hit away. Okay. So Griffey on it first. Caudle will pitch to Mattingly. So no hit and run. So Caudle will pitch. And that is a 1-1. And against the lefty, it's a home run chance. Mattingly against the righty. 1-17. That's a 14. Say goodnight, Gracie. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is hit deep to center field. Going back for it is Mosby. Garner, ball game. Yankees win. Yankees win. Duh! Yankees win. Don Mattingly walk-off of Bill Caudle. Yankees win the game 3-1. And if a hit and run was called, that would not have been a homer, because the home run rating for a batter is halved, is cut in two. That would not have been a home run if it was if a hit and run was called. That is a 2-run jack by Donnie Baseball. 3-1, Yankees win. No, it's a straight home run check, Dan Douglas. Straight home run check, not a question mark. It was a 1-1 against the lefty. That is a 1-1, and that is a straight home run check. And against the righty, it's a 17, and he got the 14 on the die. It is gone. Home run. Yankees win it 3-1 in 13 innings. What a ball game. 2 runs. What a night for Donnie Baseball. 2 runs on 1 hit for the Yankees. Final line score coming up. For the Yankees, 3 runs on 7 hits and no errors. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 7 hits and no errors. The winning pitcher is Dave Righetti. He gets the win, and Bill Caudle takes the loss as he gives up a big 2-run jack by Mattingly. Stadium cheers. Yay! And all my Yankee haters in the chat groan. Ugh. Donnie Baseball. What a game for him. 4 for 6, a homer and 3 singles. And with that win, the Yankees jump into first place in the American League East. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker coming right up, powered by Replay's Fast Score Baseball. Walk off. What a game. Remember, tomorrow morning we'll have game 2 of the 2020 World Series between the Rays and the Dodgers. It'll be Tom Gonsolin going up against Blake Snell. And tomorrow night on Inside Pitch, it will be the San Diego Padres taking on the Houston Astros. Lamar Hoyt scheduled to take on Nolan Ryan tomorrow night. So I know Steeler fans don't want to miss that, as it's now going to be Lamar Hoyt versus Nolan Ryan. Don't miss Ryan. Don't miss the Von Ryan Express there, Steeler fan. And yes, Brandon Baker, I am now using Fast Score. I ordered every single one from them, and I went in, and we're going to finish it out with them and their system. As I do like the Fast Score system, I do. I'm also going to go back to just rolling 1 set of dice. Set of 2. I was confusing myself yesterday. The Yankees get the win over the Blue Jays. Yes, much more realistic, Brand. That's another reason why I chose it. So let's see what we got here. Texas against California. It does take a little while longer, though, to do it. But you know what? I really don't think you guys really mind. Texas and California. Texas is a 3. and that is a 32, and they get 2 runs. California is a 6, and that is 65, and they get 8 runs. So California beats Texas. Minnesota at Cleveland, a doubleheader. Minnesota has a 1966. Oh, they get 12 runs on that one. Cleveland has a 16, and that is a 61, and they get 8 runs. So the Twins beat the Yankees there. Beat the Indians. Minnesota against Cleveland, game 2. Minnesota a 20, 61, and that is 9 runs. For the Indians, 13, a 13-24, and that's going to be 3 runs. So the Twins take both games against Cleveland. Baltimore at Detroit. Big series, big game for the Tigers. Baltimore has a 20. They roll a 65, and that is an 11. Detroit has 13, and they roll a 12, and they get crushed. They get 13-1. They get crushed. Boston taking on Milwaukee. I know Salvador America wanting to watch this. Boston has a 15. They roll a 22, and they get 3 runs. The Brewers have an 11. They roll a 24, and they get 3 runs as well. So we have extra innings. We go to the clutch chart. Boston is a -4. That's a 3. -4 is a -1. Milwaukee's clutch is a 1. And that's a 2. Milwaukee will win the game. They will win the game, and I will go ahead and give them the extra. I will give them the extra run, and they win it 4-3 over Boston in extra innings. As I know, Salvador America will not be happy with that. Kansas City taking on Oakland. Kansas City is a 6. That's a 54, and they get 5 runs. Oakland is an 11. And it's a 44 for them, and they get 5 runs. So another extra inning chance. Kansas City is a 2 clutch. Oakland is a 0. You add 2 to Kansas City's roll, that's a 6. And Oakland's roll is a 0. That's a 3, and that's 6 -3. And what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to add 3 runs, and it'll be an 8-5 win for the Royals in extras. White Sox taking on the Mariners. I'll do a little change there for that. White Sox and the Mariners, 14 for the White Sox. That's a 51, and they have 6 runs. The Mariners have a 7, and that is 25, and that is 2 runs. So the White Sox beat the Mariners. On to the National League. Giants taking on the Braves. The Giants have a 13. That's a 61. And that is going to be 7 runs for the G-Men. The Braves have 10. That's a 55. And that is 6 runs for the Braves. They just miss it 7-6. St. Louis taking on the Cubbies in the big rivalry out there. Cardinals have an 11. That's a 63. That's going to be 8 runs for the Cardinals. The Cubs have a 9. That's an 11. They get crushed. That is 0. The Cardinals blow the Cubs out 8-0 as St. Louis is now beginning to make its move. The Dodgers take on the Reds in a doubleheader. Dodgers first have a 7, and that is 56. And that is 6 runs for the Dodgers. For the Reds, they have a 3. That is 54, and that's going to be 4 runs. Dodgers beat the Reds in game 1. A doubleheader coming up. Second game, Dodgers have a 7, 53. That is 5 runs for the Dodgers. The Reds have a 21, and that is a 15, and a 21 is not high enough. That's going to be 3. The Dodgers beat the Reds. Alejandro Pena beats Mario Soto. The Dodgers take both games from the Reds. Padres taking on the Astros. The Padres have a 6, and that is 65. That's pretty good on a 6. That is 8 runs for the Padres. The Astros, Mike Scott, has an 11. That's a 45, and that's not going to be enough. 5 runs for the Astros. Padres beat the Astros, and I know that Steeler fan will say, rigged. Now the New York Mets take on the Montreal Expos in a doubleheader. Mets have not been playing very well lately. They have a 7. Mets get a 64. That's good. That's 7 runs from my Mets. The Expos also have a 7. That's a 62. And they just miss out. The Mets will beat them. That's 6 runs for the Expos. Mets beat them. Game number 2, 11 for the Mets. That's a 23. That's 3 runs for the Mets. Dan Schatzeder, Expos have a 6. That's a 43, and that is 4. And the Expos and Mets split the doubleheader. Philadelphia will take on Pittsburgh. Take care there, Dan Douglas. See you later. Philadelphia taking on Pittsburgh, 53. That is a 10 for the Phillies, and a 53 gives them 6 runs. Pittsburgh has a 7. And that's 33. That is 33 on a 7, and that is 3 runs. The Phillies beat the Pirates. And that is all for September 13th. We now go to September 14th. Texas taking on California. The Rangers have a 4. That's a 61, though. That's pretty good. They get 5 runs out of it. The Angels, a 19. That's a 26. And they get 5 runs as well. We got extras. Texas, a 0. California, a 2. For Texas, they have a 2. They have a 2, and the Angels get a 3. Plus 2 is a 5. I'll give them 3 runs. They will win the game 8-5 in extras. Minnesota taking on Cleveland. They have a doubleheader going on. Twins have a 13, that's 24. And they have a 3, they get 3 runs. Cleveland is a 15. They get 61. That's going to win them the game, that's 8 runs. They win 8-3. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Minnesota, a 13. That's 46. That's 46. They get 6 runs. 11 for Cleveland. And that's 21, and that's going to be 2 runs. So the Twins and the Indians split the doubleheader. Baltimore taking on Detroit in a doubleheader. Funny how the guy rolling the dice's teams win. There is no conspiracy theory here, Salvador America. There is no conspiracy theory. Baltimore taking on Detroit. Baltimore has a 12. And that is 64 on a 12. That's pretty good. They're going to get 8 runs. Detroit has an 11. They get a 13. That's not good. And that's going to be 1. So Baltimore beats Detroit there. Baltimore double header again. Baltimore has an 8. That's a 56. And that is 6 runs for the Orioles. Detroit has a 13. And that's 64, and that is 9 runs for the Tigers, so those 2 split the doubleheader. Boston taking on the Brewers. I know Salvador America wants his Red Sox to win. They have a 13. Boston rolls a 52. That's pretty good. That is 6 runs for the Red Sox. The Brewers have an 11. That's a 41, and that's 4 runs for the Brewers. Red Sox beat the Brewers. There you go, Salvador America. Your Red Sox got to win. Toronto taking on the Yankees. The Blue Jays have a 3, and that is 16. That's not good. That's only going to be 1 run for the Blue Jays. Yankees have an 8. That's a 46. And that's going to be 5 runs for the Yankees. They beat the Blue Jays. Again, as a matter of fact. Kansas City taking on Oakland. As now the Yankees have a 1.5 game lead now in the American League East. Kansas City against Oakland. 15 for the Royals. That's 33, and that's 4 runs for the Royals. Oakland has a 5, and that is 34, and that is going to be 3 runs for Oakland. Kansas City wins. White Sox at the Mariners. White Sox are 13, and they are 21. And that is 3 runs for the White Sox. Mariners with a 12. 22, and that is 3 runs for the Mariners. We have extras. Chicago has no clutch, so they roll a 5. Seattle has 2 clutch. They are 6 plus 2 is 8. They will win it there, and I'll give them the 3 runs. It is 8-5. They get 3 runs, so they win the game 6-3 in extras. Atlanta hosting the San Francisco at the Cardinals. San Francisco at Atlanta. San Francisco has a 14. That is a 36, and that's 5 runs. Atlanta has an 8, and that is 34, and that is going to be 3 runs. San Francisco will beat the Braves. Cardinals at the Cubs. Cardinals have a 16. 51. That's going to be pretty good, I think. That's 7 runs for the Cardinals. Cubs with a 12. They roll a 55, and that's going to be 7 runs for the Cubs. We got extra innings. Cardinals have a clutch of 0. They get a 1. And the Cubs have a clutch of 0. They get a 5. They win. I'll give them 4 runs. 5 minus 1 is 4. And the Cubs will win the game 11-7 over the Cardinals. Dodgers taking on the Reds. Dodgers have a 9. And that is 12. That's not good for a 12. That's only going to be 1 run. Reds have a 2. They roll a 21, and that's 1 run there. That's 1 run there. We have extra innings. Dodgers have a clutch of a 0. They roll a 1. Reds have a clutch of 2. They roll a 6 plus 2 is 8, and they will win it. 8 minus 1 is 7. I'll go ahead and give the Reds 7 runs, and they will win the game 8-1 in extras, as they got 7 runs somewhere later in the innings. Why not? What it matter? Get some scoring in there. San Diego taking on the Astros. Steeler fan rooting for his Stros. The Padres, though, have a 9. Padres roll 54 on a 9, and that is 6 runs. Astros have a 6, and that is 13. That's not going to do it, and that's going to be 1 run. The Padres beat the Astros 6-1. The Astros lose another one, and I know Steeler fan will say rigged. Mets taking on the Expos. Mets have a 9. That is a 33, and that is 3 runs. The Expos have a 4. And that is also 33, and that is also 3 runs. Extra innings. Mets clutch is a 0. They roll a 1. Expos clutch is a 1. They're going to automatically win it. Yep, they do. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 runs for the Expos, and they'll win that game 6-3. Philadelphia takes on the Pirates. Philadelphia with a 12. That is a 22, and that is a 3 runs for Philly. For the Pirates, they have a 6. And that is a 12, and that's going to be a 0. Philadelphia knocks the Pirates out, and that takes care of tonight's 10-minute ticker. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll have Game 2 of the 2020 World Series between the Rays and the Dodgers. And tomorrow night, the Padres will meet the Astros in the 85 game. Lamar Hoyt going up against Nolan Ryan. Steeler fan, Brandon Baker, Salvador America, Philip Reynolds. Baseball Demos, Dan Douglas. Tried Fan 879, Mark Forsberg, Michael Peterson, Bob's Tabletop Sports. Thank you for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles, and please subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, and stay strong. The Yankees win it in a walk-off homer by Don Mattingly, 3-1 tonight in 13 innings. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night.